Oh man, we're not. So
Take for the
lay your hands on me. I'm not worthy.
My man.
How are you, sir? Wow, it's both of you. Damn. And look at you. Look at these two. Look at this. Look at good morning to you. I hope you got up this morning and you brewed yourself some too.
Hell well.
How are you feeling?
Slow motion, baby.
A little bit?
I'm good.
But you're in the nation's capital now, so you've got to be kind of in a cerebral sort of a place.
You know what? You know what I remember DC for? And you gonna trip. The first time I was ever on BET.
Really?
When BET was in DC.
When it was right down by the Amtrak station.
That's where BET started out here. It wasn't
They did.
in New York.
That's crazy. When it was BET.
Yeah, it was right across the street from McDonald's.
There was a McDonald's, there was a train station nearby if you had to get out quick.
Yep.
Because you know how it is. Sometimes when you come from New York, whatever, you fly in. DC is one of those towns. Back then, you probably had to get in and get out quick.
Man, BET was super ghetto back then, girl.
Was it? Do you miss that BET?
I really, the one right now is Hollywood. I don't really care for that one. They're in the CBS building.
But have you noticed a lot of that change? Like when it comes to a lot of different things, like as time goes on, the evolution of things being what it is.
Yeah, they have an upgrade where they take themselves to another region.
Right.
And it gains, but it loses. It gains more popularity, but it loses its whatever that word.
Authenticity.
Yeah, go ahead. See,
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
The authenticity of the city is no longer relevant.
Hell well.
As a result, boy, it's just because I'm not necessarily where you are mentally at this point right now. And I
really
should
not. I'm tongue-tied because my mind's tied up.
Well, I gotta say this. I gotta
change the aroma in the building first. Before I even said hi to the President Obama, I would change the aroma of the room.
So the aroma of the room would change.
Yeah, and then we could start conversing after we had that aroma change. You know what I'm talking about?
And then so after the change of the aroma.
And then Wiz will walk him off into the bathroom and have a good 5-minute session with him to tell him what he feels. You know, take him on a paper plane ride. He can leave the G6 outside and go holler at Wiz for a minute.
Yeah, right?
Now, what would...
Tell him what the young generation think about
Thank you.
And then together you would come back into the room, and then would you play basketball with Reggie Love before he leaves? Or would you just pass on the Reggie
You
Love?
crazy. I get a couple of, games of 21 in, what he make him feel good about himself, you know what I'm saying? Let him win one, take two. You know what I mean? That's what I do. And then at the same time, we get that understanding that this is what needs to happen in order to make the world go round. You got to be real superficial about certain laws. They legalize alcohol. They legalize tobacco. What is it going to hurt to legalize this medical marijuana that's used for purposes of cataracts?
I thought you said it best on Kush. I need it for my cataracts.
I do.
It's part of my culture.
And
I understand. Hello. Snoop. The legend is here. Now tell me about the movie. Are you guys pissed off it leaked on the internet?
It didn't leak on the internet.
It didn't leak? So the movie did not leak on the internet, you said?
It ain't even done yet.
It's not. So how could it leak if it's not finished?
What's leaking is promotions. Is more talk and hype and everything that we need for the movie. They may have a scene this way, that way, but when it's all done and said, it's not going to look the way they have it right now. It's more or less about somebody may be in the crowd filming a couple of clips that we showing, which that's what we want to do anyway. We want the word of mouth to get out. It's like a sneak peek. They can't get the whole thing until we put the whole thing together.
So the thing that I think people need to understand is that these things that you see that are leaks, the stuff you see on the Twitter, the stuff that whatever, don't necessarily believe it because it's part of a much bigger hype machine.
Yeah, but you can still roll with it because it's still connected. We love all publicity. All press is good press when it comes to us. We know how to maximize everything. Now
tell me about this whole movie thing and working together. Is it easy for you two? I mean, is it like, how does it feel? Is it just natural?
Yeah, it's super easy. The most natural thing that could possibly be happening right now, just between us, and the music came out just of us having fun and just sharing a vibe and, really just believing in this thing and really wanting people to feel, how involved and how much fun we had making it. Right. And it kind of came together, and it's really just bigger than, anybody even knows it's going to be. This whole thing it's starting right here, but it's going to turn into so many other things and so much bigger stuff. So, we just wanted to kick it off like this.
Isn't it true you feel that it will be bigger than next Friday, or the previous Friday, or the Friday after next Friday,
I think
or the follow-up Friday that has to be Friday?
Tuesday, so we ain't tripping on Friday. Hopefully it'll be bigger than Tuesday.
Yeah.
What about Wednesday?
We have our own legacy when it comes to this thing, man. Like, people gonna try to match high school,
Right.
Yeah, because we're not trying to be like nobody. We're just trying to do our own thing. We didn't even look at those movies and say, well, we want to make a movie similar or close to. We just did something based off of me and Wiz's relationship. We became friends, and through our friendship, we wanted to show the world that, you know, two people who do the same thing can become friends and level off and not have no egos or attitudes and become family. And everybody in his clique is my family. Everybody in my clique is his family. You see me wearing Taylor Gang, you know, gear like I'm a part of Taylor Gang because I love Wiz and I love everything he stands for. There's no in-betweens when we come with this love thing. It's all real, so the movie is just another piece of what we're trying to do. Musically, we love each other, but the movie is just another way to express what we feel.
Right. Man, the two of you together tonight is going to be an amazing, amazing show. Now, y'all are playing beforehand for the RIAA. Always good when you need them platinum albums.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a couple of plaques from them, so hopefully they'll come and let their hair down and, you know, do the thing again with me and Wiz on this project. Come with it or don't come at all.
I'm saying, well, gentlemen, thank you for being here. Before I let you go, though, we're getting into the holidays. The world is kind of an interesting place. I was just reading a story, and I'm not trying to be downer on anything, but I just read a story about a woman doing some crazy things with her kids because she was denied food stamps. You know, and we talk about giving gifts. Obviously, I gave some gifts. I received a gift. I feel like we're three wise men in here. What gift would you give to the world if you could this holiday? We'll start with Wiz Khalifa.
I would just want everybody to just, you know, find out how happy they are just as themselves and what they have, and to be happy with the love and to be around their loved ones, or, you know, as many of them as they can, and just feel, you know what I'm saying, the bond and how special just being alive is. You know, you can get a lot of materialistic things, and, you know, just having a good year. I've gotten a lot of stuff that I've never had in my life, but I really value the experiences and, you know, the family and, you know, the little bit of time that I do get to have at home. So, you know, I just want people to just really feel that.
And Mr. Snoop Dogg, the ambassador of all things.
If I could give anything for Christmas, I would give the world a big Christmas tree, right? And let the Christmas tree be about peace, love, and soul, and end all the wars and fighting and negativity. You know, when I go to certain countries, you see violence to a real high level that we don't really get a chance to even experience over here. Just get rid of all of that and just let people live life for what it's really worth. You know, I know violence and war and turmoil was a part of life, but I would really love to see that, you know, just disappear for a day or two. If I could give that on Christmas, so everybody could feel like I feel.
Yeah. Well, Sammy, when it comes to wrapping gifts, when you guys wrap gifts, is there any certain special methodology toward the wrapping y'all would use, or no? Would you ask for some of Wiz's really cool wrapping paper?
Wiz wraps, and he got like a yellow paper.
Yeah.
It's like yellowish paper. It's good too. It's real small, but they get the job done.
Yeah.
I can go either with the brown, white, orange, purple, green, and blue diamonds.
So now, what's the secret to wrapping without the tape? Because, you know, sometimes you can really be almost, what they call that, origami? You can do origami type things with the right paper when you're wrapping a present that you're going to give while under the tree.
Hello.
Yeah, you just gotta be able to. It's all in the finesse, you know. It's all about how you. It's a skill. It's definitely a skill that's passed down.
Yes.
And you just gotta pick it up as you go. Dogg's taught me a lot as far as wrapping gifts, and I've learned a few things, you know, just on my own. And you just keep it going. It's tradition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've learned from the Dogg father here. He has passed down the wrapping skills to you.
And I've learned from my young guy, young Wizzy. He showed me a lot of things that I never had thought that this old dog could learn, but I'm willing to learn some new tricks, and that's the whole thing about the old dog. He's got to be open.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I wanted to, first of all, before we jump into any more, I brought presents. I ain't lying. I went shopping. It's a holiday season. And I picked up, I thought they were a little funny, but I always think it's very important. And I want you to remember that when you came to Washington, D.C., that the radio station at 99.5, at Hot 99.5, said we are going to give some quality tobacco products back as gifts. Because for two reasons. Number one, you've given us a career for the last year, so thank you for all of your music. Your music over the last, I mean, Young, Wild, and Free, so what? We get, turn all the cameras off for a minute so we can be on. I'm just kidding.
Y'all are showing that support and that love, man. I really appreciate it, yo.
And the things you've done in music have just been amazing. We've needed what you brought. You broke up the Gaga, if you will. You know what I mean? You brought some different sounds to pop music in the last year. So thank you for what you've done.
I'm here.
And then, of course, damn. I mean, damn. I mean, what do you say to this man? I mean, you're on stage with him every night, for Christ's sake.
You know? he's legendary, but it's also good to be you know, just hailed and respected on the same level as him as well. You know, Dogg is a great and a very generous person. You know what I'm saying, and to share the spotlight and the love. You know what I'm saying, with such a young person such as myself, and you know, a newcomer and somebody who's really just, you know, making my way in the game. It's amazing.
Right. Well, I give you
best
these.
thing that could ever happen.
Y'all choose amongst yourselves what you want.
What's this?
They're both now. They're comical. They're comical. I got them for funny reasons because they're very effective. They're very effective, but they also funny. And when used with quality tobacco products, you know, they're very funny.
This is
and
probably
very.
for you, Wiz. Right?
Whoa.
Either or, y'all share whichever
That's
one
him
y'all want.
because he likes to
The
do.
white, yeah.
That's him. He's the paper plane guy.
All day.
And then I got that
And
one just
I'm
because.
more the Brazilian kind of banana guy.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
So these are perfect.
Yeah, no, well, I just figured we would give something
awesome.
that you can use. It's a
Where's
gift.
my bag? Where's my white bag at? Tell Keys to bring my white bag, and I'm gonna give you some.
It's a gift that keeps on
This
giving.
shit ain't gonna be given on there either.
The gift that keeps on giving for the holidays. A gift that keeps on giving.
thing.
Now listen, though, but to both of you, you're in Washington, D.C., and there are certain things that you have that are very close to your heart and very important to you that some people may not look as openly and freely upon these things as you two do. If you had a second to address President Obama going forward, what would you say to him about the legalization of certain things which are currently oppressed and held in a different spot, which should be open?
The first thing I would say is that.
Whoa! Y'all better turn that off! Oh, man. Jelly beans. Yo, Sammy!